Well, welcome to the Leadership Race 2016-17. Installation of the leadership team commences now. So we've got an agenda. I'm not going to run you guys through the agenda. Before we stay any longer, I'm going to kick off with my speech, which I've prepared for the leadership team who are going to be installed tonight. However, please bear with me. I might be pronouncing with different ways. Just put up with me. Floor. I'm sure I'm not going to use these kind of words today. Definitely. Okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the University of Bradford Union of Students, Leadership Race 2016-17. As you might know, as majority of you might not know, my name is Hasmin Ahmed. That guy right in that banner with the name changed as well. So I'm sorry, my name is Hasmin. And I'm the Academic Affairs Officer of 15-16, and I'm the Chair of Elections this year. Before I get into my speech deep, I will give a full and final thanks to my Elections Committee for being there with me and making it easy for me to make all the decisions. And also the staff, UBU staff, who've been absolutely tremendous in helping everything. And thank you very much. A round of applause for the staff and the Elections Committee. It's my absolute pleasure to announce the candidates who ran a very positive campaign over the past 3 days with a lot of passion, enthusiasm, and confidence to secure their position as officers in our union to represent our student views across the board in our university. A win or loss tonight does mean a lot to every single one of you who ran this election. However, whoever wins the elections, please do remember your students who have voted for you have put their utmost faith and trust in you with their votes. Any losses tonight is definitely going to be heartbreaking, but what's life without some action, guys? So if it is a loss, don't take it personal. Keep going forward. Push yourself as much as you can. Never ever forget, today, tomorrow, or forever, you will always belong to this family of Team Bradford. I've got a final few lines before I finish. One of my friends very close to my heart who's given this to me. I would like to wish all of you that your dreams take you to the corners of your smile, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your intended opportunities, and to the most special places that your heart has ever known. Good luck. So I will be inviting our Deputy Returning Officer in a bit, but before that, can we have the Disabled Student Officer, Student with Dependence Officer, LGBT Plus Officer, International Student Officer, PGR Officer. If you guys can just make your way to the activities room, Daniel Bachelor right there, Dan, he will just direct you into that, and good luck. And I would like to invite our Deputy Returning Officer, David Smith, to do a small speech on behalf of Andy Fitzpatrick today. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the 14th year that I have been involved in a union election. Obviously, when I started, I had no grey hairs. They've all grown. Mainly, all the people that have worked here and been sabbaticals that know me can really say that I get more stressed in elections than any other time, apart from this year. It's been such a good year. But first, whilst I'm very pleased and proud to stand here, it shouldn't be me that is standing here. It should be our CEO, Andy Fitzpatrick, who unfortunately can't be here because of a close family bereavement. So if you could all give him a big cheer and say that we're thinking of him, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay, it's my pleasure to thank all the candidates who have taken part in this year's election with their supporters on behalf of the Students' Union. And you have really conducted yourselves with great dignity, integrity, determination, lack of sleep, etc. Because I've worked here for this number of years, I have seen sabbaticals grow into real people who care about all of you students. They start out and you think, I don't know how that person's going to cope, but they all come through. So you will all have benefited through this experience, and I'd like to say as well that a number of the sabbaticals that have passed through here I can genuinely count as my friends. Not all of them, of course, but a good number. So, as has been said, you can feel proud of yourselves. I would say that there are going to be no losers tonight, that you've all won because of what you've done. You've been determined, you've stood up, you've gone out, you've represented yourself. It is not an easy task. I know a lot of people that are fairly quiet and shy people have put themselves through a lot of agony, and it's to their credit completely. So, you are all... Those of you that are successful and that are successful in the future are going to be great advocates and representatives of the University of Bradford, of the University of Bradford Students' Union, and we are going to be very lucky in about half an hour that the Lord Mayor of Bradford herself is coming to present the awards to the successful sabbatical team. So if I can just ask at the end, I know that you've all got your friends and campaigners with you. Some of you obviously are not going to be successful, so please can you be respectful to the people who win. Thank you very much.
Hey guys. Well, in a few minutes, we're going to know our non-sabbatical officers of them 4. And just an announcement that I had to make, and I forgot, we will have the Lord Mayor today coming in about 20 minutes time to install the full-time officers. Because of the time constraint, she couldn't come down at 6 o'clock, so bear with us. That is going to be interesting as well. Before I announce any of the winners, I've got George Bell, who was one of my elections committee members, going to do a small speech for the non-sabbatical officers and the students today here. Thank you.
Evening. Oh, it worked. I'd just like to say a few words about the part-time officers that are currently finding out if they've won or not. They've all done a great job, I think, running, putting themselves forward. It's been a pleasure to know them. Not that they're going anywhere. To know them, to see them develop. I look forward to seeing what they do next year, where they go with it. And just, if you do see them, remind them if they're celebrating or drowning their sorrows, they're back to it first thing Monday. Enjoy the night.
Hello again. I'm waiting for the sign, and I've got it. So here comes the first announcement of the day. Non-sabbatical officer for disabled students officer. Okay. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 609, meaning a quota of 306. Nathan Winders got 341, whereas reopened nominations had 268. Therefore, Nathan Winders has passed the quota, and they are elected as the LGBT plus officer. Thank you very much, Nathan. Good luck. Moving on to our next officer, International Student Officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 624 students voted. There were 32 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 592, resulting in a quota of 297. Georgiana Bianca Ileana had 516 votes, whereas reopened nominations had 76. Therefore, Georgiana Bianca Ileana has passed the quota and will be our next International Students Officer. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you very much. I can sense that heat coming to me, actually. Well, what's the heat without an icebreaker? Well, to calm things down, I'm going to get Samaya Afzal, our outgoing Women and Campaigns Officer, to do a small speech now.
Hi, everyone. So it's an honor to be speaking to you all today on Results Evening. I know lots of you have been campaigning tirelessly for days on end, and you're really, really anxious to hear who's going to take over the union as the new sabbatical team. We're all just as nervous as you are. And I was asked by Hasmin to share some thoughts on leadership and the empowerment of women within leadership positions. And for those of you who know me, you know I have a lot to say on that topic. But I will today keep it very, very brief. In this year's spring elections, we had 13 of 33 candidates being women. That's just over a third, with an almost equal split in the council lay member elections. So well done to the council lay members. Great. So we're definitely improving. We're not quite there yet, but we are definitely improving. But before we measure the amount, the numbers and the statistics of women running for positions, we do have to acknowledge that there are barriers that exist. And these barriers stop women from getting involved in student unions and within organisations, and obviously within leadership positions. But actually, student unions like Bradford have been at the forefront of dismantling these kinds of barriers and really encouraging women to get involved in every single aspect of their time at university here. And we're one of a handful of student unions across the country that has a full-time officer dedicated to the liberation of women. Liberation still remains at the heart of everything that we do as a union, and we have a fierce reputation within NUS as well for championing equality and issues surrounding that. So we do quite well as a union. And I can't stress, actually, in the last week, I've been speaking to women students, students running elections, students not running an election, students part of societies, about barriers, about the elections, and about what it takes for you to get that confidence to stand for elections, to stand for a leadership position even. And I can't stress how important your time here at university is in developing this kind of confidence, expanding your mindset and putting yourself forward for positions that you wouldn't dream of doing otherwise. And I'm saying this with conviction because it's what I did. When I came to university, I couldn't even walk into that crowd. I probably would have just ignored it and walked straight past. I wouldn't have been able to build up the confidence to go into a classroom if there were already people there, never mind standing up in front of people and giving an actual speech. But it was through getting involved in the union, getting involved in one of the biggest campaigning societies on campus, running for council, running for BME officer, and really throwing myself into everything that the union does, that I managed to build up the confidence to run in these elections, to the point where now I'm running in a national election as well. So on that note, I encourage every single one of you, whatever your experience in today's elections, whether it's good, whether it's disappointing, the effort that you've put in, don't let it go to waste. Channel that into everything else that the union does. Next year, the year after, make sure that you're as involved as you have been in this last week. And always, as it is my job, always champion the role of women in leading organisations like unions as well. And good luck to all the candidates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samaya, our Women's and Campaigns Officer for 15-16 leadership team. It's been a great pleasure working with you. Thank you very much. Before I announce further, can I have Mature Students Officer, BME Officer, Faculty of Management and Law Officer, Home-Based Student Officer. If you guys all can make your way to the activities room, please. I'll repeat it again. Mature Students Officer, BME Officer, Faculty of Management and Law Officer, Home-Based Student Officer. Thank you. I forgot to mention PGR Students Officers votes in the last session. So PGR Students Officers voting count. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 483 students voted. There were 30 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 453, meaning the quota is at 228. Akinwale Akinyemi got 377. Reopened nominations stood at 76. Therefore, Akinwale Akinyemi has passed the quota, and he will be elected as the next PGR officer. However, due to some personal circumstances, he couldn't make it for the day. But however, you guys will see him starting off with July. Before we announce the next winners, I've got 2 certificates. We've got some certificates to be awarded for certain candidates and certain campaigners. So I've got 2 certificates. One second. So I'd like to have, I've got 2, we've got best candidate and most dedicated and loyal campaigner. So can I have both the certificates, because I forgot the names. Okay, so the best candidate certificate, this is to award the excellence of their work over the past 3 days. So the best candidate has been awarded by the elections committee to Jonathan Batakalua. Can I have him on the stage? Well, everyone is taller than me. Okay, moving on to our next certificate. Most dedicated and loyal campaigner. So the elections committee has decided, and they've seen one particular person who's been spending so much time in the Richmond building, and they felt that this award will fit him. Therefore, most dedicated and loyal campaigner is awarded to Shahryar Khan from Hamza Butt's team. Spending more than 8 hours every day in Richmond building from morning to evening. Okay, so we'll get to the next set of non-sabbatical officers. So first officer who's going to be crowned as the non-sabbatical is our BME officer. I'll read out the awards, vote counts now. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 792 students voted. There were 32 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 760, meaning the quota was at 397. Tariq Hemmings got 668 votes. Reopened nominations stood at 92. Therefore, Tariq Hemmings has passed the quota and will be elected as the BME officer. Thank you very much. Good luck. Our next candidate, home-based student officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 845 voted. There were 32 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 813, meaning the quota was 408. Therefore, Faiz Ilyas had 717 votes. Reopened nominations stood at 96. Therefore, Faiz Ilyas has passed the quota and is elected as the next home-based student officer.
Yes!
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the non-sabbatical officers and good luck with your 16-17 leadership team. And I hope and I have a lot of trust on you guys. You guys will do a so good job and you'll be representing the students across the board. And don't forget, they voted you. Moving on, can I have the chair of council and council lay members going into the activities room now? Until the results are announced in the activities room, we've got Faculty of Management and Law Officer and Mature Students Officer who couldn't make it today, so I will announce their voting count. Faculty of Management and Law Officer, out of 14,702 possible votes, 556 students voted. There were 37 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 519, meaning a quota of 261. Philip Ayum got 415 votes. Reopened nominations at 104. Therefore, Philip Ayum has passed the quota and will be elected as the Faculty of Law and Management Officer. As he couldn't make it, we will give his awards later on. Mature Students Officer. Before I start off, we've got the Lord Mayor here. Can I have Adam's Tusker? Adam, Lord Mayor is here. If you can bring them to forward, please. Can we give a round of applause to Lord Mayor of Bradford coming down to the Students' Union for the first time to install the sabbatical officers. Thank you. Moving on to the next Mature Students Officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 542 students voted. There were 28 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 514, meaning the quota was at 258. Therefore, Ali Ahmed had 421 votes. Reopened nominations stood at 93. As Ali Ahmed has passed the quota, he is elected as the Mature Students Officer. I've got 2 more certificates to award, and then we will have the Lord Mayor doing a small speech for the student union, students across the campus who can listen to her speech today. I've got 1 certificate for the sleepless campaigner. So the election committee decided that the sleepless campaigner over the past 3 days has been Aphrodita. So can I have Aphrodita on the stage, please? Come on in. She's shaking. Next one, we've got an inclusive and diverse campaigner. We've introduced this year, so we've got an inclusive and diverse campaigner winner. The election committee has decided that the inclusive and diverse campaigner is going to be Ikra Hussain. Can we have Ikra Hussain on the stage? I presume she's not in the Union Mall, so I'll give that certificate later. Thank you. Before we move on the agenda, can I have the Lord Mayor to do a small speech for the students waiting for you today? Can we have a round of applause, please? Hello, how are you doing?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
No, it's fine. Can we give a round of applause to our Lord Mayor here coming to us for our student body to do a small speech? You can use the phone.
Hello, good evening. I am absolutely delighted to be here with you tonight at this very special occasion. And yeah, it's really good. I was just going to speak briefly about the role of the Lord Mayor and qualities and a little bit about my story. Okay, so to be Lord Mayor, you've got to be a councillor, a district councillor, because the main part of the role is that you chair full council, which for me is the most scariest bit, trying to keep 89 councillors in line. But we're doing all right. The role is more ceremonial. It's about getting out there across the district and seeing what fabulous things are going on. And it's a great experience and opportunities. You get to see and do things that you'd never normally get to do. And it's wonderful, like coming here tonight. I've done a massive range of things and I've just enjoyed every moment of it. I'm now getting towards the end because we go from May to May. On the installation, I talked about shining a light on all the good things that happen around the district. And I've hopefully been able to do that. I've had some fantastic publicity from the Telegraph and Argus. I'm in it so many times. But what that does, it shines that light on what organisations are doing. So, and I've gone onto social media. And I'll be tweeting about this later on, so people can see what the Lord Mayor does, because so many people don't know. The qualities, you've got to be a people person, definitely, because, you know, you're out there meeting people. It's very hard work. It's 7 days a week, and up until the end of January, from May, we'd done 530 events. So we're averaging about 4 a day, sometimes 6, so it's really hard work. And just a bit about my story, and hopefully this might inspire 1 or 2 of you. I left school at 15 with no qualifications, no aspirations. And it was only when a friend talked me into going back into education when my children were young that I really got a thirst for knowledge. And I'd have been a student forever if I could have afforded it. I just loved studying. And I sold myself short for a while because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it was only when I started volunteering in the community that I found my passion. And I really loved working in the community. And when I started working as a community development worker, it never felt like work because I enjoyed it so much. And when I got into being a counsellor, somebody had approached me and asked me to stand for council. And I remember saying, I don't know anything about politics. And they said to me, you know, it's not about that. I mean, it's about, for me, it was about wanting to make my area better, standing up, putting my head above the parapet and making that difference. So I decided to take the advice and I stood for council, and it was the best thing that I ever did. I've loved every moment of being a counsellor because it's about making that difference. And, you know, I think it's wonderful if all those that are up for election tonight, making that difference. It really is very rewarding. I'd have never dreamt that this is where I'd have been years ago. And in fact, all my teachers back at school would have probably never, ever dreamt that I'd have been where I am. But I think my message is to you is, you know, find your passion. If it feels right, go with it. And you can be whatever you want to be, because anything is possible. So, as I say, I'm really pleased tonight. And, you know, I thought it's a bit like the proper elections, isn't it? Very nerve-wracking. So all the best to all those that are up for election. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. This is the first time she has come to the Students' Union, and she will be installing our full-time officers. Anyway, moving on to our next item of the agenda. Council. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 2,131 students voted. There were 97 spoiled votes, given as a total ballot of 2,035, meaning the quota is 1,019. Before I move on to the council lay members, I've just forgotten the agenda again. I need to announce the chair of council. If not, there's going to be a bit of a mix-up. So chair of council, out of 14,702 possible votes, 2,173 students voted. There were 42 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 2,131, meaning the quota is 1,067. Jonathan Batakalua got 1,899. Adam Aslam got 192. Reopened nominations stood at 40. Therefore, Jonathan Batakalua has passed the quota and re-elected as the chair of council. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Do well.
You done yet?
He's taller than you. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Jonathan. Good luck with your 16 and 17 chair of council duties. Moving on. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 2,131 students voted. There were 97 spoiled votes, giving us a total ballot of 2,035, meaning the quota is 1,019. In round one, the results were Hassan Desai, 170, Fatuma Sanyang, 775, Adam Aslam, 61, Areba Mahmood, 119, Nile Hines, 130, Ismail Jeffrey, 209, Asha Hussain, 108, Sania Razak, 77, Nicholas Bates, 59, Amal Ismail, 222. Anas Makda, 83. Reopened nominations stood at 22. As Areba Mahmood stood down as a candidate, so her results were removed and second preferences selected to make round 2. In round 2, results were Hassan Desai, 170, Fatuma Sanyang, 777, Adam Aslam, 62, Nile Hines, 130, Ismail Jifri, 209, Asha Hussain, 111, Sania Razak, 77, Amal Ismail, 320, Anas Makda, 83, reopened nominations, 22. Ron was removed, reopened nominations was removed, and their votes moved over, leading to round 3. In round 3, the results were Hassan Desai, 170, Fatuma Sanyang, 777, Adam Aslam, 62, Nile Hines, 131 plus 1, Ismail Jifri, 209, Asha Hussain, 111, Sania Razak, 77, Nicholas Bates, 61 plus 1, Amal Ismail, 320, Anas Makda, 83, no preferences, 34. Nicholas Bates was the lowest council candidate who was moved and their 61 votes reallocated. In round 4, results were Hassan Desai, 170, Fatuma Sanyang, 781 plus 4, Adam Aslam, 62, Nile Hines, 145 plus 14, Ismail Jifri, 211 plus 2, Asha Hussain, 111, Sania Razak, 77, Amal Ismail, 321 plus 1, Anas Makda, 84 plus 1, no preferences, 73 plus 39. Therefore, can I have Hassan Desai, Fatuma Sangyang, Adam Aslam, Nile Hines, Ismail Jeffrey, Asha Hussain, Sania Razak, Amal Ismail, and Anas Makda as our next UBU Council lay members? Congratulations. Congratulations. Nile? Congratulations, Nile. Can I have Adam Aslam? He's not in here. Can I have Asha? Good luck, Asha. Congratulations. Thank you. Can I have Sania? Yeah. Congratulations and good luck. Can I have Ismail Jaffrey? Congratulations. Can I have Fatuma Sangyang? Congratulations and good luck of scrutinizing the sabbatical officers next year. Okay. Can I have Anas Makda? Good luck. Can I have Amal? On stage. On stage. Congratulations. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you very much. Moving on, NUS delegates. Can I have NUS delegates women place and men's place in the activities room, please? And can I also have a bit of silence around this area, please? Can we have a bit of silence around this area? I know it's a very happy moment, but okay, thank you. Moving on. Can I have the agenda? The next agenda item is 2 certificates again. So we've got the best slate. can I have Rob, Natali, and Ali Khan, Nati and Ali Khan, on stage for the best slate. Come a bit towards the.
Hopefully it works.
There we go. There we go.
Wait, can I be in the middle?
Yeah, go on.
Is there photos?
Yeah. Congratulations. So the next certificate is for the best campaign team. Elections committee decided that the best campaign team award will be awarded to Hamza Ba, Aleem, and Faiz Ilyas. Can I have them three in stage? Aleem is waiting for his results to be announced, so he's in activities room, but it's fine. There you go, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Got a few more certificates. Thank you. We've got a couple of more certificates to be announced. The best social media campaigner, who's had a very good social media presence, and there's been a lot of tweets, Facebook shares. So our best social media campaigner, the elections committee has decided again that Rob Hartley will be our best social media campaigner. So I've got 5 more certificates. This one is a surprise. I haven't told anyone. Well, this is for my elections committee, who have helped me throughout the last couple of weeks, who've been with me and advising me how to run the elections, how to run the disciplinaries, how to look into the complaints, and what kind of disciplinary actions should we take. Can I have Sadaf, Hannah, George Bell, Amin, and Simon on stage, please? I'll give you one each and we'll take a photo. That'll be good. That's yours. It's Hannah. George Bell. And we'll go for a photo. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for putting up with me, particularly. Cancelling all the meetings, running for emergency meetings. Thank you very much. Thanks for being there. Moving on, our next awards, next candidates for the NUS delegate, women's place. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 854 students voted. There were 20 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 834, meaning a quota of 418. Sabira Ismail got 767 votes. Reopened nominations stood at 67. As Sabira Ismail has passed the quota, she will be elected as our women's place for NUS delegate. She's one of the best candidates for the NUS place. Thank you very much, Sabira. Good luck with the NUS stuff next year. NUS delegate, men's place. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 839 students voted. There were 47 ballots, giving us a total ballot. There were 47 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 792, meaning a quota of 397. Imam Muhammad Aleem Bashir got 690 votes. Reopened nominations stood at 102. Therefore, Imam Muhammad Aleem Bashir has passed the quota and will be elected as the NUS delegate. Thank you very much. Okay, this is the moment everyone waited for. Can we have a bit of silence? Because this is going to get intense. Trust me. I've got the results right in front of me. Okay, can I have Union Affairs Officer, Women and Campaigns Officer, Community and Welfare Officer, Academic Affairs Officer, Activities Officer, Sports Officer. Can we all have you in the activities room, please? Okay, decisions are going to be made in the activities room. So, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. Can everyone hear me? A cheers? No? Okay, no worries. Well, before I call out the next position, full-time position, who will be representing you in various committees in the university, representing the student VIVs, can I have the Lord Mayor in the stage to award all the full-time officers? Thank you. Can we give a round of applause? First position, Women's and Campaigns Officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 1,130 students voted. They have a 69 spoiled ballot, giving us a total ballot of 1,061, meaning the quota is at 532. Shazmin Akhtar got 951 votes. Reopen nominations stood at 110. As Shazmin Akhtar has passed the quota, she is elected as our Women and Campaigns Officer for the next leadership team. Thank you very much. Our next position, Union Affairs Officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 2,094 students voted. They have a 70 spoiled ballot, giving us a total ballot of 2,024, meaning the quota is at 1,013. Hamza Ahmed Butt got 1,826. Reopen nominations stood at 198. As Hamza Ahmed Butt has passed the quota, he will be the next Union Affairs Officer of Leadership Race 1617. Next position, Community and Welfare Officer. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 3,258 students voted. They have a 59 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 3,199, meaning the quota stood at 1,601. Muhammad Bashir Luna got 1,219. Sabira Ismail, 1,958. Reopen nominations stood at 22. Sabira Ismail has passed the quota and will be re-elected as our Community and Welfare Officer. Woo. Okay, moving on to our next role, Academic Affairs Officer. So out of 14,702 possible votes, 2,911 students voted. There were 61 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 2,850, meaning the quota is at 1,426. Ali Khan Qassam had 982 votes. Imam Muhammad Ali Bashir had 1,459. Ikra Mariam Hussain, 284. Reopened nominations stood at 38. Tasaddaq Razvi, 87. As Imam Muhammad Ali Bashir has passed the quota, he has been elected as your new academic affairs officer for the next leadership team. Before I announce the sports and activities, I'm going to give out two special awards, which has been it's a bit of increasing the pay thingy. We've got two more awards and we'll be done. As the Lord Mayor here, I need to give this award. Elections Committee has decided to give two awards. One as an outstanding CEO, and I would like to have Robin Marshall to receive this award on behalf of Andy Fitzpatrick. This is the final award, and then I'll announce the full-time officer's role. This award is for the staff members who have helped us seamlessly and efficiently over the past 3 days. Without these staff members, we wouldn't have been able to make this elections process smooth and run it efficiently. So I'd like to invite Robin again to get this award from the Lord Mayor as an outstanding staff contribution leadership race 2016-17. Thank you very much. Okay. Our next position is Activities Officer. So out of 14,702 possible votes, 3,050 students voted. There were 53 spoiled ballots, giving us a total ballot of 2,997 votes, meaning a quota of 1,500. Aphrodita Darmadi got 1,651. Nati Ibanez, 1,173. Liam Barker, 155. Reopened nominations stood at 18. As Aphrodita Darmadi has passed the quota, she is elected as our Activities Officer. Thank you very much. Okay, moment of the day. Sports officer. Can we have a bit of silence around this area, please? Can we have a bit of silence? Thank you. Out of 14,702 possible votes, 3,435 students voted. There were 60 spoiled votes, giving us a total ballot of 3,375, meaning a quota at 1,689. Rob Hartley got 1,305. Siji Akin Luzi, I'm sorry, I don't know if I pronounced it right, got 2,055 votes. Reopen nominations at 15, and candidate Akin Wale will be crowned as our next Sports Officer 16-17. Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. Before Lord Mayor leaves, I'm going to take a selfie with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. Thank you very much for coming down today.
Can I have a picture with the winners?
Yes. Lord Mayor has requested a photo with the full-time sabbatical officers. So can we have all the full-time sabbatical officers in the activities room, and we'll get the Lord Mayor to have a picture in there. Thank you. And that concludes the ceremony for the day. Before we conclude, we've got a speech from Hannah Hansen, Elections Committee final and full and final speech.
I know all of you are wanting to run away already, but please hear me out. It's not a long speech. On behalf of the Elections Committee, I would like to thank all the candidates for running a fair election. Guys, I'm talking to you. It was wonderful not having to deal with a lot of complaints. It is said that the greater danger for most of us lies in not setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and actually achieving it. All of the students who put themselves forward in the elections can be rest assured that they are setting their aim high. It takes a lot of courage to step up and run a campaign, so all of you can pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourselves for a job well done. I am sure all of you have your plates quite full already, and finding time for this wasn't easy. This also applies to everyone who helped out with the campaigns. Lending a hand to a friend is not a small thing to do. Congratulations to all of our new sabbatical officers. Taking a year out of your studies is a big commitment, and it's not an easy job. So hopefully you will find this experience rewarding. Take today to celebrate your victory, but remember that most of the work is still to come. I hope you're able to fulfill your promises and make the students proud of electing you. And last but not least, I would like to thank the team behind actually running the elections. We could have the best candidates and all of the students willing to cast a vote, but it would mean nothing if there wasn't anyone to run the show and actually count the votes. And this brings us to the close of the leadership race. May you all have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that concludes our ceremony for the day.